What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. This is going to be a new weekly series that we're going to do, and it's going to be every night, or every Friday night, 10 p.m. as long as I'm around. Otherwise, I'll announce it on Twitter. But what we're going to cover is a topic. It could be current events, anything pretty much gaming, fitness related. So if you have any ideas or any topics that you would like me to cover, please leave them in the comments below. And what we'll do is about 15 minutes before the episode starts, we'll go through chat. We'll figure out exactly what we want to talk about for the night, and then we'll do the video then. Unless I see a really good topic, and then I'll announce it earlier. But tonight's topic, obviously the big one, is YouTube bought Twitch for $1 billion. So there's a lot of mixed opinions on this, and I've had a lot of people ask my opinion on it as well. The thing that I'm worried about, honestly, is it doesn't really matter to me, okay? I'm not partnered with Twitch. I do not obviously have the consistent viewership to have a sub button yet, something I'm working on, obviously. But the big thing that I see here is what's going to happen to everybody with a sub button. And the reason I say that is very, very simple. Is right now the way that a sub button works is it's $4.99 to sub to a channel. Well, the viewer gets half and Twitch gets half. So my question is YouTube going to mess with that money? Now, the reason I say that is because there's no other streaming service for gamers that pays your streaming, that pays you to stream, okay? Like, they just don't pay you to stream. So even if YouTube was to lower their money from, let's say, $2.50 a sub down to $1, while it might outrage some streamers, at the end of the day, if it's their full-time job, they're still going to do it because YouTube now has them, you know, in the palm of their hand. The other problem that you want to look at, quite possibly, is the fact that YouTube's current streaming setup is terrible. If you guys remember, Swifty used to do it. He used to stream via YouTube, and it was awful. Like, it was just terrible lag. Everything was bad. Like, it's just not a good system. So my thoughts on why YouTube bought it are, A, are they buying Twitch to make all the money off it, or are they buying Twitch to just kind of let it go, use the servers, and then have that be a part of it? The other big problem that I've been seeing a lot of people discuss is how the music's going to work. Because as you guys know, YouTube is not good with copyright infringements and hitting you with claims IDs and doing a lot of stuff. And obviously the way that Twitch works is they don't care what music you play in the background at all. If you're a sub, if you're partnered, if you're unpartnered, it doesn't matter. You can play anything you want in the background because it's a live stream, right? So the problem is now is with YouTube, like if you watch YouTube videos, the monetized channels can't just play songs without permission or without it being royalty-free music. Okay, and royalty-free music, obviously, if you guys don't know what that is, that's music that you can monetize on your videos, and there's plenty of sites that do it. I mainly, in my videos, the music that you'll hear is from machinimasound.com. So if you're a starting YouTuber and you've never checked out machinimasound.com, you can get tons of royalty-free music there for very, very cheap, if not free. So keep that in mind. But that's really what a lot of people are wondering is how is it going to work? And the other big problem is Google Hangout. Okay? So Google Hangout is what they currently use. Oh, my green screen's messing up. Google Hangout is what they currently use for their live streaming service, and that's going to be a big problem because Google Hangout is terrible. It's not going to be able to handle everything, I don't think, at least. And what's going to happen? Are you going to have to log into your Google Plus account to even comment on the stream? How are they going to integrate the two websites? And why is this all of a sudden just going nuts? It never happens, and of course, when I want to film something, it goes crazy. All right, don't move. Okay, so that's really my questions, guys, is it going to be worth it? Now, the reason that so many people are freaking out is because YouTube has, like, anyone who does YouTube right now knows that the money has been getting pinched, okay? The money's been getting pinched tighter and tighter and tighter, and the monetized views are going to go down and down and down and down and down. And that's really the big thing is if you incorporate both, what's the ad system going to be like? How are you going to get paid? Are you going to get paid by viewership like you do right now through ad dollars, through Google AdSense like you would on YouTube? Is that how you're going to get paid now for your streaming and for YouTube? Because if so, the money you're going to make is going to go down. I haven't really heard a whole lot of people find this as a positive experience. Everybody that I've watched and that I've talked to about this thinks that it might not actually be a good thing. I haven't heard a whole lot of people be positive. The only way it's honestly going to be positive is if YouTube invests enough money and really upgrades all of Twitch's servers to actually be able to stream without a humongous delay on the stream, and just really kind of enhances it. Because let's be honest, like Google and YouTube, they know their stuff. Like, they're obviously an extremely intelligent and amazing company. However, you know, they do get greedy, and they do get very, very scared of the copyright monster, as Boogie said. So that's really the main thing that people are wondering is how are they going to be able to deal with music? How are they going to get paid? Are the sites going to integrate features? And if so, what features? And these are kind of the big questions that a lot of people are asking right now with this coming up. So I'd be curious to hear what your guys' opinion are on it. I know for me, it's not a huge deal to me, obviously, because I don't make any money off Twitch. I only make money off of donations. So I would be very, very curious to see how that works for those of the streamers who are partnered, and how exactly their advertisements get paid out, how exactly their subscribers get paid out, and what all changes are actually going to be implemented in the future. Obviously, I do think the quality of the streams will go up because YouTube and Google have the money to do that, and they have the ability to do that. And that's one thing that I do think Twitch is not very good at is, you know, if there's a League of Legends tournament going on, Twitch practically shits the bed. I mean, it shuts down. It's terrible. It's awful. You can't connect to chat. Your stream goes down, just because they don't have the resources or the tech or the servers to handle those huge events. So I think that, you know, YouTube money, the money that they are going to throw into it should be good. However, I think the people who are going to suffer the most are not the viewers. It's going to be the streamers. And I'm going to be curious to see what all that means because of the way that YouTube has taken away their money from their YouTube subscriber or from their YouTube video makers over the last 2 years. At least since I've been doing it, I know my money's been cut in half, literally. Since the day that I started until now, the money I was making per monetized view has literally been cut in half. So I'm curious to see how much money they start to take out of the pockets of the streamers. And I think that that's going to be the big thing, because the problem right now is there's so many good streamers that the market is saturated. So I think maybe it'll discourage some people from starting, which I don't like, because there's a lot of good streamers out there who just don't get the views. But I am curious about the bigger names who do this for a living, how much that's going to hurt their pocketbook and their quality of life. So yeah, guys, next week's topic, let me know what you guys want to talk about. Any big current event, and I'll try to announce it on Twitter. So make sure that you're following me on Twitter if you haven't already. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. And as always, we will see you in the next one.